It's week 44 of a year of wisdom. Let's get to reading. Day 307. Job 3. After this, Job opened his mouth and cursed his day. Then Job answered and said, "May the day I was born perish, and the night that said, a man is conceived. That day may it be darkness, may God above not regard it, may no light shine on it. May darkness and deep gloom reclaim it, may a cloud settle over it, may whatever blackens the day terrify it. That night may thick darkness seize it, may it not be included among the days of the year, nor be entered among the number of months. Indeed, may that night be barren, may no joyful shout enter it. May those who curse the day, those ready to awaken Leviathan. May its morning stars be darkened, may it hope for light but have none, may it never see the eyelids of dawn. For it did not shut the doors of the womb on me, nor did it hide trouble from my eyes. Why did I not die at birth and expire as I exited the womb? Why did the knees welcome me and the breast that I might nurse? For now I would be lying down and quiet, I would be asleep and at rest, with kings and counselors of the earth who built for themselves places now desolate, with princes who had gold, who filled their houses with silver. Or why was I not hidden like a stillborn, like infants who never saw light? There the wicked cease from turmoil, and there the weary are at rest. Prisoners are at ease together, they do not hear the voice of the taskmaster. Small and great are there, and slave is free from his master. Why is light given to the one who suffers, and life to the bitter of soul? To those who long for death, but it does not come, who dig for it more than for hidden treasures, who are filled with gladness and rejoice when finding the grave. Why is light given to a man whose way is hidden and whom God has hedged in? For my sighing comes instead of my bread, and my groans pour out like water. For the thing I dreaded has come upon me, and what I feared has happened to me. I have no ease, no quietness. I have no rest, but turmoil came. Proverbs 3. My son, do not forget my teaching, but let your heart keep my mitzvot. For length of days and years of life and shalom they will add to you. Let kindness and truth never leave you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Then you will gain favor and a good name in the eyes of God and man. Trust in Adonai with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. Do not be wise in your own eyes, but fear Adonai and turn away from evil. It will be healing to your body and refreshment to your bones. Honor Adonai with your wealth and with the first of your entire harvest. Then your barns will be filled with plenty, your vats will overflow with new wine. My son, never despise Adonai's discipline or dread his correction. For Adonai loves those he reproves, even as a father the son in whom he delights. Happy is the man who finds wisdom and the man who gains understanding. For her trade value is better than silver, and her yield better than fine gold. She is more precious than jewels, and nothing you desire compares to her. Length of days is in her right hand, in her left hand are riches and honor. Her ways are pleasant ways, and all of her paths are shalom. She is a tree of life to those who embrace her, and blessed will be all who hold firmly to her. By wisdom, Adonai founded the earth. By understanding, he established the heavens. By his knowledge, the deeps were divided and the clouds dripped dew. My son, hold on to sound wisdom and discernment. Do not let them out of your sight. They will be life to your soul and an ornament to grace your neck. Then you will walk on your way in safety, and your foot will not stumble. When you lie down, you will not be afraid. When you lie down, your sleep will be sweet. Have no fear of sudden terror or of the devastation of the wicked when it comes. For Adonai will be your confidence and will keep your foot from a snare. Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due when it is in your power to act. Do not say to your neighbor, "Come back later, I'll give it tomorrow," when you have it with you. Do not plot evil against your neighbor while he lives trustfully beside you. Do not quarrel with a man for no reason if he has done you no harm. Do not envy a violent man or choose any of his ways, for the devious are detestable to Adonai, but he takes the upright into his confidence. Adonai's curse is on a wicked house, but he blesses a righteous home. Though he scoffs at the scoffers, he gives grace to the humble. The wise inherit honor, but fools are held up in disgrace. Ecclesiastes 3. For everything there is a season and a time for every activity under heaven. A time to give birth and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to uproot what is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to tear down and a time to build up. A time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to scatter stones and a time to gather stones, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to seek and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to discard, a time to tear apart and a time to mend, a time to be silent and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time for war and a time for peace. What gain, then, does the laborer get with his toil? I have seen the task that God has given to the children of man to keep them occupied. He has made everything beautiful in its time. Moreover, he has set eternity in their heart, yet without the possibility that humankind can ever discover the work that God has done from the beginning to the end. I know that there's nothing better for them than to rejoice and enjoy themselves in their lifetime. Also, when anyone eats and drinks and finds satisfaction in all his labor, it is the gift of God. I know that everything that God does will endure forever. There is no adding to it or taking from it. God has made it so that they will revere him. Whatever exists has already been, and whatever will be has already been. But God recalls what has passed. I've also seen under the sun, in the place of justice there was wickedness, and in the place of righteousness there was wickedness. I said in my heart, the righteous and the wicked, God will judge. For there is a time for every activity and for every deed. I also said in my heart, as for the sons of man, God tests them so that they may see that they are but animals. For the destiny of humankind and the destiny of animals are one and the same. As one dies, so dies the other. Both have the same breath. A human has no advantage over an animal. Both are fleeting. Both go to one place. Both were taken from the dust, and both return to the dust. Who knows that the spirit of the sons of man ascends upward, and the animal spirit descends into the earth? So I perceive that nothing is better than for a man to enjoy his works, because that is his portion. For who can bring him back to see what will be in the future? And as always, thank you so much for being here today. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button right there and click the bell if you want notifications, and make sure to hit that like button for me as well. And I will see you tomorrow. Maranatha.
And my heart is worry worn. I know without a doubt you'll carry me out of the storm. I'm standing at the crossroads. I'm lost without a clue. I need a big pink neon sign to show me what to do. I thank you, Lord. It glorifies you when you're the only answer. I praise you, Lord, for holding what's too much for me. And I'm amazed by you, Lord, because nothing's too big and nothing's too small to lay at your feet.